Hey fire signs, I'm Rodin. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the general intuitive reading for fire signs for Aries, Leo, and Saggies. I hope you guys are doing awesome. So keep in mind these are timeless and general, so they're not going to pertain to everybody. So just use your own discernment as far as if it's for you or not for you. Also check out the website, Patreon, and Vimeo. I recently did the live for the new moon in Aries on Patreon, so it's posted there for my patrons, and I'm going to be uploading it to Vimeo probably by today, tomorrow. We'll see. My computer's been really slow, but we shall see. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Happy birthday, Aries, by the way. I've been thinking about doing birthday readings again, and I'm thinking about doing them live because it kind of just seems fun, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's dive in. I'm going to start with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Fire signs, I'm already feeling like acceptance. I feel like you're learning to accept something. Come to terms with something, come to peace with something. I don't know if you've been grieving. It almost feels like the end of a grieving process. This could also be someone that you're dealing with, doesn't have to be you. But acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see. Otter. Aww. Otter. Otter comes out when we're talking about unconditional love. Unconditional giving and receiving of love, being open to it, being open to giving it, being open to receiving it, just being in it. It's a really, really yummy energy. It's kind of like, sorry about that. It's kind of like 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Lovers, 10 of Cups. Like that's the Otter energy. Otter energy also, it's not just really emotional, but it also is really speaking to relationships, to groups, to tribe, to partnership, to that feeling of you can share that with people and be in it with people in a safe way. It feels really, I'm not gonna lie, it feels kind of sad. There's a sadness to this. Ooh, and then we get Lion. Marrying the right thing. That's literally what I just heard, the right thing. Lion in this deck is actually the master of fire, the master of the fire element. Someone who is able to understand how to balance, how do I say this? They know when they can take action. They know when they need to take action. And yes, it's also a prideful energy, a very regal energy. It's a very mature energy. You can even equate it to the King of Wands, but I would actually even say the Lion is more subdued than a King of Wands energy. I feel like, I just feel sad. I do. I just feel really, really sad here with this Lion energy. It's like the Lion knows. The Lion knows. They're coming to terms with something that's very emotional, to matters of the heart. They're coming to acceptance about something when it comes to the matters of the heart. And this could even be like for my Leos, especially because we do the Lion, not necessarily, but yeah. It feels like this energy is by nature a King of Wands. By nature a King of Wands, like somebody who likes to be out there, likes to be social, likes to be the leader, likes to start things, maybe not even necessarily doing a lot of the work, but like they're initiators. Like whoever I'm speaking to or speaking for, like their nature is an initiator, and somebody who likes to be in the mix of things, but they're coming to an emotional acceptance here, and it just feels sad. It's full of love, but it's sad. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? This new moon in Aries, by the way, is very healing, but it's going to bring up some very, very deep emotions. And we also have Pisces assisting that as well with Jupiter and Neptune. It's really making it a very, like, not just a healing new moon, but it's also helping with a lot of insight. And it helps with acceptance, so it's nice to feel the acceptance coming in your reading. Let's see here. Ooh. some funky emotions. I was gonna say funky emotions. I didn't expect these cards. We have butterfly with panther and bat, and it's interesting because I kind of want to hide the panther. Like, I don't know why, for some reason I don't want to look at the panther, or the panther doesn't want to be seen. This even feels like another energy going on around you guys. Some of you, it's your own emotions. Yes, yeah, I'm just like, let's just not talk about the panther. Butterfly and bat are both transformation energies. They're both energies around change and alchemy and death and rebirth. They're both about that, like ending cycles and coming to something new. The panther, though, the panther is catharsis. The panther is release. And sometimes with the panther, I can get agitated or like angry energy. It's upset. It's upset energy, and it's purging energy. Yeah, for a lot of you, this acceptance and realization that you're having is about your own emotions, about I almost want to say baggage, and something that's been really sitting within you for probably a very long time, and it's been prohibiting you to move into this like really beautiful, yummy, receptive state. And releasing that is hard, but it's changing you, and it's helping you to get into this place of maturity and realizing something. That realization, I don't know what it is yet, but we're gonna see if that comes out in the other cards that I pull later. Others of you might be seeing this in another person that you're dealing with, and it might be making you realize something about yourself or realize something about them. But all of this is around a change. All of this catharsis is it's entangled in some sort of change or tower or emotional shift, but it is purging, it is cathartic, and it is helping to release a lot of painful emotions or painful thoughts. And it's a good thing, but I can tell it's bringing a lot of sadness to the lion. Okay, overall, we do have stingray. Stingray is the energy of building strength, emotional strength, spiritual strength. You can see he's even like all lit up in the chakra system. Underneath that, we have fire ant with octopus. This is interesting because water signs had a very similar energy here. They even had fire ant come out as well. Octopus is a strangling, restrictive, controlling sort of energy. It can be very codependent. And fire ant is a rising of tension or irritation or being uncomfortable because of a situation here. So it's almost like octopus energy has been aggravating the situation, building the tension, building the tension, building the tension. This catharsis, whether you're the lion and you're watching someone unleash these emotions and it's changing them, or this is all your own process and you're unleashing emotions that are tied to this octopus. You can also look at the octopus as devil. It's addictions, it's being controlled, it's being dominated, it's having attachments, it's codependency, it's all of that. Okay, very, very restrictive. The octopus is being let go of. The octopus is not being allowed to exist in your life or within a relationship or within a situation anymore. Like, octopus is no longer going to be plaguing the lion or plaguing a situation around the lion anymore. And there's a lot more, I want to say, spiritual sovereignty being gained here as all of this stuff is being released. And as this stuff is being released, it's like it's forcing that octopus energy to be let go of. It's not allowing the devil to have a hold on you anymore. It's not allowing attachments to have a hold on you anymore. It's not allowing codependencies to have a hold on you anymore, or with the people around you or within your relationships. And while it is really positive and it's really healthy and it's really healing, it feels violent, it feels chaotic, it feels ugly, it feels so sad. But it's letting all this love come in. It's letting all this love be acknowledged and be felt. It's very bittersweet. So while it is sad, it's such a positive thing. It's such a positive thing. Again, no matter if this is taking place between you and another person, or just this is your own shadow work and process to face your own personal demons that have been holding you back, you're reaching a new level of sovereignty with yourself and with people, even if it's with a heavy heart. Okay? Wow. All right, let's pull some cards for you guys. Where am I going for my fire signs? I'm gonna go with Dreams of Gaia. Nope, never mind. Going with spell casting on this one. Any messages or insights for my fire signs for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? So some of you, this could even be like there's a breakup in the midst of this, with all this catharsis, but I think a lot of you where this is your own personal shadow work, the heaviness, I think, is just the realization of what it is you're actually releasing, what it is that has really been restricting you and holding you back in your life and has had a really strong hold on you, whether it's addictions, codependencies, attachments, that sort of stuff, right? Or if it is people. But the amount of love you can move into within the self is so amazing and so yummy. And you'll be able to share that with people, okay? No matter how this process is playing out for you in your life. And some of you, if this is like a relationship and it's ending, you might be having a realization of what love really is and what it really is to you and how much it does or doesn't matter to you and who you possibly can even share that with. Because Otter is about partnership. Otter relates to partnership. Any messages or insights for my fire signs for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Am I taking these? Yes. Okay. So we have Page of Swords, Two of Swords, the Hermit, and the Hangman. Hermit and Hangman always come out together, as above, so below. They're both about reflection. They're both about going within to gain some insight to be able to move forward eventually. So it seems here with the Hangman, the Hermit, and the Two of Swords, taking the Page of Swords away for a minute, like all three of these cards speak to being kind of stuck, okay? Speak to being like, okay, there's some soul searching that needs to happen here because I feel stuck or I don't feel like I have enough clarity to understand like what I want or how to do something, like, and I think this is the realization you're going to be coming to through this process, but this is definitely like, I need to do soul searching. And you get that because you have the Page of Swords was the very first card out. Page of Swords is acquiring information. It's even researching. Some of you might be actually like doing some actual physical research, maybe even on psychology or, healing or what have you, to help figure some stuff out here, because this is not just like superficial, how do I decide about this job sort of stuff. This is soul work. All these cards that are out here pertain to what's going on with you emotionally and on a soul level. So you're trying to figure out something that is going to be clarifying for how you move about in the world on a soul level, okay? But the Page of Swords indicates that you are trying to actively understand and gain some truth about that. Now keep in mind, this can be about somebody else, doesn't have to be for you, because energy is fluid, not linear. Ooh, we got an Empress and an Eight of Wands. That's some very, wow. That feels like a rocket. That feels very dynamic. This energy feels full of life and full of promise, full of activity, productivity, making stuff happen, just going. It feels it just feels very, very active. It feels very strong. It feels very confident. I'm even wondering if this is the same energy as before, as the energy that we were talking about here. This Empress is liberating herself. Or himself. We can all have Empress energy. There's a liberation happening with this Empress. It's almost commanding. I think a lot of you, this is about a dynamic between you and another person, for those that this message is for. Because I almost feel the Panther energy here. I can almost feel the Panther right there. Well, this feels a little stuck. This feels a little sad. This feels a little dismal. Not in a bad way. It just is what it is, right? It's soul searching. Yeah, well, there's soul searching energy going on here. Someone is up and out. Yeah, these are two different energies, for sure. And then over on the, yeah, these are two different energies. And then over here on this side, we have the Four of Pentacles coming out. Four of Pentacles is trying to maintain, it's trying to find some sense of security and stability. This energy over here, I think, does struggle with the feeling of safety and certainty because they're needing to do so much soul searching. So fire signs, however this reading is resonating for you, there's two very distinct energies going on here. You might resonate a little bit with either one because we are all a collective and we are all connected, but there's definitely an Empress here who is like on fire, up and out, dynamic, feeling really empowered, really confident. And there's an energy over here that's like, I need to do some serious soul searching. I feel so uncertain. I don't feel really steady and I need to figure shit out. And this energy is like doing their thing, ready to do their thing is what I'm hearing. Okay. Now I've got the World card. World card comes out when there's big lessons on the table or big changes on the table. I definitely feel like the Empress is doing a lot. So I feel like with the Empress, they're probably well into a new cycle of their own. Again, don't get stuck on gender. Empress can totally be a dude. And the person who's soul searching, I think there's a lot that they need to discover and they need a lot to learn. I feel like there's so much shifting that's happening around these two energies here. I almost want to put this right in the middle of them. Yeah, that feels right. I almost feel like the divine came in and shook shit up between these two people. This doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It could even be family situation or friends, co-workers even. If it's like a co-worker situation, the Empress is somebody who is probably in a higher rank, title, and I know another way to say that, or they probably earn more, or they're probably even the boss. Because the person over here who's soul searching, they're a page. They're a page, which isn't bad. It just says that they're really, the amount of soul searching that they're doing is really leading them to like a very very, very new way of seeing themselves, like a very new way of understanding the world, understanding themselves in the context of that world. It's like there's a lot of growing that's going to be happening there with the person who's soul searching, while this person is like learned a lot already, right? It's like two people who are at very different stages of life or levels of maturity or life experience with the cycles that they're in, okay? Yeah. Five of Pentacles. That just came in on the side of, yeah, and even the way the cards are coming out, they're literally coming out on different sides, even though I'm like smack dab in the middle here. So even the energy of like how these cards are coming out, the reason I'm telling you this is to really indicate like how vastly like different these two energies are between these people. So the person who's soul searching, Five of Pentacles, they're in fear right now. They're in fear, they're feeling kind of lonely, they're feeling like I got no way to go but up, but I got to do something, right? And they're feeling really uncertain about their situation. Any other messages or insight to my fire signs? Okay, we just got a card on the, now cards are landing right in the middle on the World card. I wish I like had a setup where you guys could see the cards while I'm like doing it. I just don't, excuse me, have a good setup for that. I don't have a big enough desk for that. So it's like, you know, just working with what I got. So smack dab in the middle is the World card. On one side, we got the soul searching person. On the other side, we got the person who's confident, doing their thing, feeling really empowered and really free and liberated. Right in the center, on the World card, we have, we have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. It's interesting too, because in the cards, the person who's like confident up and out is this Empress, and the person who's soul searching is a page, but I feel like this person is the Lion. Yeah, I totally feel like this person over here is the Lion. And with the middle, with the World card, I think there has been some sort of big release or big tower moment between these two energies that was probably very much carried the energy of Panther, of again, like violent catharsis and release and unleashing here. But with the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups coming in with the World, this to me is like speaking to the carnage of that, speaking to the emotional fallout of that, but with love. there's a major moving into love here that's going on for this lion. And I feel like the realization they're having is just how much love they really can feel, that they can have access to, that they can even experience in life, and especially with this individual. But it really feels like this individual is like being released. Well, this person has a lot that they want to look at all these cards. I mean, even the way I want to hold these cards, it feels very chaotic and messy. There's a lot that they want to figure out about themselves, but the lesson of this whole situation, the lesson of this cathartic moment of what's gone on between these two is love. That there's love. And I feel like this lion, Page of Pentacles can also be a little bit of a reflection energy. It's an energy of figuring out plans and logistics, getting their hands on something, but sometimes it has to come with an analytical feeling, and I'm getting that a little bit here with the Page of Pentacles on the fallout of this lesson. And it actually has made this lion move more into love. Overall, we have 8 of Cups with 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups, wow, Hierophant. Oh, this lion. Oh boy. Okay. So we have 8 of Cups, 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Hierophant. Again, I really feel like this Empress is up and out. I feel like this Empress is feeling really good about doing for themselves. But this overall energy, this feels like trying to get into a commitment. This feels like trying to get into a commitment and fill it with love. That's what this feels like to me. And underneath that, we even have the Strength card with the 3 of Cups, with the Knight of Wands, with the Emperor, with Justice. This lion is realizing how much they have a capacity to love. But with that Knight of Wands and the 3 of Cups, though, there is also a very playful, very sensual side that feels a little immature, even though they are coming up as Emperor to the Empress. So it's interesting because while there's been some like catharsis, there's been a Tower moment, this Empress is doing their thing and is being liberated. This lion is trying to find themselves and find some certainty and do some soul searching. But after this catharsis and Tower, they're like, oh shit, like there's so much love. There's so much love. I have such a big capacity for love. And while they are wanting to fill that love, like funnel it into a commitment, they also want to have fun. So I can see why this lion has a heavy heart here. Yeah, I feel like the Empress is actually, the only way they're even present is just with this 8 of Wands, which is like, whoop, fleeting, right, out. So I can see like the pairing here, the Emperor to the Empress, but this Emperor is doing soul searching, but it's with a very heavy heart, and it is what it is. Wow. So fire signs, whether you're this lion and you're realizing your capacity to love through this catharsis, through this Tower moment, and you're like, part of you wants fun, right? Part of you wants to funnel all this love towards a pair, towards an Empress. This Empress is like doing their thing. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. And if you guys are the Empress, you're just focused on you. You're just focused on you. Okay. All right, let's pull an advice card. It's a very interesting reading. Oh, my neck. Let's do shamanic healing. Any advice from the fire signs? Any advice for my fire signs? Interesting. So we have it's all good and grounding, but it's funny that landed on the Empress's side. So I'm gonna keep going. See the other ones want to come out here. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs, or any advice for my fire signs? Now we have ancient wisdom, and overall we have perception and letting go. It's interesting because it's like I really feel so strongly that this Empress is just like they're out, they're doing their thing, they're just focused on themselves. I feel like most of this reading is for the Lion / Emperor, and I feel like they have such a, they have this component of needing soul searching, of feeling fear, of feeling uncertain and not feeling very secure, of wanting to have fun but realizing, oh my god, I have so much love and I just want to funnel it towards this Empress. Like with the it's all good and grounding, I think the Empress knows it's all good. Like it's all good is just saying like things are cool, man. Like they're not as terrible as they seem is what that means. Like calm down a little bit. Like that's what the it's all good card is indicating. And with grounding especially, it's like, hey, like let's just get in the present moment. Let's like not get caught up in our heads. Let's not get caught up in fear and just accept what's going on and like move through that with awareness and rationale. I feel like that is really good advice for the Emperor, but I feel like the Empress is already doing that. Ancient wisdom is it's just having that awareness and understanding of how things work. There's an ebb and a flow, right? Sometimes that we lose things, sometimes we gain things. Sometimes things are at a real shitty low, and sometimes they're at like a blissful, amazing high, right? But that's just the nature of things. There's no control over any of that stuff. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is all for the Emperor. I'm going to read grounding, especially if any of you are emperors in this situation. I think that would really help you a lot. As humans, our bodies are of the earth. It is a natural inclination when we experience uncomfortable emotions or energy to ground it out. Much in the way a ground wire works with electrical current. However, with so much in our modern lives that causes us to be disconnected from Creator, we tend to gravitate towards false grounding. Overeating, smoking, drinking, and recreational drugs are common ways some try to ground. These items are of the earth, but they are not the earth. This is not a true grounding as it cannot sustain. It doesn't last. What ends up happening is that, as with most experiences that are false, we need more and more to achieve the same result. To truly ground and connect to both the earth and Creator, practice consciously connecting your energy to the earth. You should not be getting your energy outside of yourself, but directly from the divine. This is achieved through meditation, energy work, and mindfulness. Find a way that works for you and practice it. By drawing this card, you're being asked to look at areas in your life where you may be employing false grounding as a coping mechanism. It's interesting because I immediately got drawn to the fun component there. So for my emperors watching, I think that's what it is also alluding to. Like the fun that you think you're wanting, keep in mind, we're in a period of time where we're really re-examining what is important to us, what we really desire, and what really fuels our happiness versus what is just limiting us or toxic to us. I talked about this in the New Moon Aries live that I did last night on Patreon. Like, what is a 9 of Cups for you versus a Devil card? The thing you think you may want might not be healthy for you, okay? Might be really limiting for you. Might be restrictive, like controlling. It might be an octopus. Might be an octopus. So time to re-examine the 9 of Cups versus the Devil stuff in your life. Okay, Emperors, talking to Emperors. And of course, because we do have the Emperor and Empress out here, some of you might resonate with different aspects of both. Like some of you might resonate a little bit with the Empress. Some of you might resonate with the Emperor. Like some of you might be in the state of the Emperor, but wanting to be like this, like you know you want to be free and be confident and comfortable and just kind of live your life and have that sense of security with it, then both sides can pertain to you. So again, please use your discernment here. And don't forget to check out Venmo and Patreon and the website. And I will see you guys very soon. Good luck and have a great new moon in Aries and take care.